About 8:46 a.m. last Wednesday, Brett's wife came to the police department and reported him missing. About 1 o'clock that same day, we received a call from the Houston Police Department. They had found Brett's vehicle burnt out at Bear Creek Park. The vehicle was severely burned. Most of the recognizing or identifying information had been destroyed. One of the HPD officers knew that they could find a secret VIN number. He found that number, ran it, and it came back as a missing person's vehicle. We were then notified where the vehicle was. Officers went out to Bear Creek Park and searched for evidence. And on Thursday and Friday, officers from Precinct 5, Precinct 1, Houston Police Department, Westview Police Department, and EquiSearch conducted 2 days of search in the area and failed to find anything. We did locate, and we're interviewing again, a witness that saw a male walking away from the burning vehicle that morning. Early morning Wednesday on the 21st, our camera system in Westview recorded Brett leave, or his vehicle leaving Westview at 4:21 a.m. He was not following anyone, and no one was following him. Detectives last week submitted requests for subpoenas for financial records as well as phone records, and we're awaiting the information that we've requested to be given to us. A lot of other things have gone on investigative-wise that that we can't release at this point. Unfortunately, in high-profile cases, social media takes over, and a lot of misinformation is spread, as well as people that claim to have knowledge of the missing person or the investigation into the missing person. And that's why we were here today, to try to put out what we have, which isn't much at this point. When we put out information, we have to understand that any possible suspects in a crime, the person that left, or any co-conspirators involved in any part of this are watching our post also. So we have to be very careful about what we put out as far as what our investigation's concluding and what we're doing. At this time, we have absolutely no information that would indicate that foul play was involved. We do have some information that indicates it may have been pre-planned with no crime involved, but it's way too early to come to that conclusion now. We've developed a lot of information about his behavior, and we're looking into that as well as several other areas that he may be. It's really hard for me to understand, if there's no foul play involved, how a person could put his family through this kind of trauma. But I'm convinced that he will be found. It's only a matter of time. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, him leaving at 4:20 in the morning, is that out of the normal?
No, not from what we understand. He goes to work early.
And the person leaving the car that was burning, is there anything there?
The only thing we have is a person reported seeing a male walk away from the burning car. And I've told you all we have at this point. We're still investigating some other leads in that area.
You call this a high-profile cases with folks paying attention on social media and missing information. Why would you consider this a high-profile case?
It's one of our residents that disappeared, and we take these things very seriously. Although it hasn't been that long, but it's serious to us and the family. And with the media coverage and social media, it is high profile. Anyone else?
What are we missing? What questions should we ask?
You know, I don't know. We're asking, obviously, a lot of questions of a lot of people, and we're still gathering information. I actually thought that we'd have it resolved over the weekend, but it didn't happen yet. It'll happen. It may take a while. We hope not, for the family's sake.
I apologize for coming in late. Are you having teams searching the park, or?
That was already done last Thursday and Friday.
Okay, so there's not any continuing search or anything like that?
Not at the park.
Anywhere else?
Not for him. Searching for evidence or witnesses, yes.
Do you suspect foul play, sir?
No, I've already,
Okay.
there is, let me put it this way, like I just told them. At this point, we have no information that indicates foul play.
You mentioned that some indication may have been planned.
Yes. No.
So from the time he left at 4:20, he didn't call home to his wife or family, anybody, just left at 4:20 and there was no other contact from him?
Correct.
There were some rumblings into our newsroom that there may have been a suicide attempt. Is that anything you're considering?
We have not heard that, and I don't know what he was considering. And we haven't found any evidence of that.
What about his personal life? Can you go into any details as far as who he was?
No.
So what do you want the public to do? I mean, look at the area?
If they see someone that looks like him, please call us immediately. His name and descriptions on a nationwide database. If any law enforcement checks his name in that database, we'll get a hit, or they'll get a hit and notify us. So word's out there.
If I'm not mistaken, did you say you believe at some point in time he's going to show up?
Yes. I don't know if he'll show up. I believe at some point in time he will be found.
One of the folks back here just had a question about the jurisdiction of the park.
Mhm.
If it's federal land and if that has any bearing on who else to investigate.
One of the neat things about this area is when any department has a major issue, officers line up to help. And we've had that assistance from Houston, Precinct 5, Precinct 1. That's the way law enforcement is in Texas. As far as jurisdiction, I believe it'll be Houston Police Department if it's determined that a crime occurred at the park. He's missing from Westview, even though we know by cameras that he left Westview. But he's reported missing here, so we're investigating the missing persons report. Should anything else develop outside of Westview, it'll be the agency who has jurisdiction there. We are, as we speak, working with deputy constables at different areas, trying to gather more evidence.
The truck, the burned truck was in the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay, that's not a crime.
If he torched his car, it is. It's arson.
Okay. Okay, so there's that crime.
Yes, but we're concerned about his welfare and the missing person.
Okay.
When he left Westview, was there any bad reason for him to leave? Was it arguments or anything personal? There was any domestic stuff going on to make
We
him
have-
want to leave like that?
We have no information that would indicate any kind of problem like that.
Has the family put out any other pictures, perhaps one without a beard, so that people can recognize?
I think there's one on Facebook or something like that. There are some other photos out there.
And you're searching phone records and all that kind of stuff as well?
We've asked for subpoenas to be issued for those records.
And again, I apologize because I am late, I apologize, sir, but does he have any history of mental health issues?
Not that we're aware of. None at all that we're aware of. Okay.